Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Stories of Yonko back here with another video, and this is going to be one of my last few videos in relation to the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. I got two other videos coming out talking about NBA comparisons opposed to Drake and Kendrick, but in this video, I want to talk about two YouTubers that cover the quote-unquote beef. You have TheCompanyMan and you have What's the Dirt. Now, these are two respected hip-hop channels within the community, and they got different audiences. They have around the same amount of sub count. Like What's the Dirt has almost 400k subscribers, like around like 17 off, and then you have TheCompanyMan. He has 308k, I believe. But these two bumped heads in relation to the beef and analysis of the beef, right? And everybody has a right to their own opinion and their own perspective. But we know that can't be the case when you talk about Drake and Kendrick Lamar, because everybody tries to act like nobody picked a side and everybody's just being unbiased and they're just going based on intelligence and real analysis. But in reality, a lot of these YouTubers are trying to eat off of the beef, and just whatever side is getting the most views, that's the side that they're going to take, right? It's understandable. But when you attack other YouTubers for putting out their perspective, then that's when we get into some muddy waters, because they're allowed to put out whatever they want to on their platform. And if you criticize them, like, is that not going against what you're doing on your platform? Like, do they have to have the same perspective as you? They can't have their own perspective. But it is what it is. These guys got into a back and forth because What's the Dirt was going to drop the Family Matters video, and he already made many other videos in relation to the diss tracks that were dropped: 616, Euphoria, Push Ups, and he broke them all down. He did reaches for both artists, and it just seemed to be very controversial when he finally got around to Family Matters. Guys were threatening him not to drop it, and he acted like he was going to stand on his square. He was like, I'm not going to let anybody bully me into not dropping this video. He went out of his way, did the research for a 2-hour video. Like, I was like, okay, like, I actually like the song, so I would love to see the breakdown. I watched the 616, I watched the Euphoria one, I watched the Push-Ups one. I watched the entire saga on his channel. And I didn't see any problem with him doing Family Matters, because eventually he was going to do Meet the Grams and then Not Like Us, and then, you know, The Heart Part 6. It's the entire beef. Why not? But there was a certain demographic, and the reason why I have to say that demographic, because there's real Kendrick Lamar fans, and then there's stans, and then there's people who want to just ride the wave. You got a lot of people who did not mention Kendrick Lamar's name, who did not talk about him as much until this beef popped off. They didn't listen to Mr. Morale, they didn't buy it, they didn't care, but everybody's a Kendrick Lamar fan. I've been listening to Kendrick Lamar since 2012. And, well, 2011. But Kendrick Lamar, one of my favorite rappers of all time. I am not a crazy stan, you know, because I've listened to him most of my life. I have no reason to meat ride him. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. You know, I've listened to him long enough to where I can be critical of him. Same thing with J. Cole and Drake. But I digress. He made this video. He did his research. He formed his opinions, and then he put it out there. I watched it. I saw some reaches, but it was a lot of good analysis. But once he dropped the video, it pretty much turned Twitter upside down. People was like, it didn't need 2 hours. Keep in mind, Family Matters is an 8-minute song. 3 beat switches with a music video, and him addressing multiple rappers. And they said it did not need a 2-hour breakdown. Hey, it is what it is. Like, people are going to have their opinions, but we understand that demographic. No matter what, they're going to slander Drake. They don't care. You know, they're not trying to analyze anything. They want it to be a complete echo chamber. You cannot give him props, even though he's the biggest rapper in the game. Regardless of someone just had their biggest year, they're still beneath Drake. It is what it is. But pretty much, it was reaches for Kendrick Lamar and reaches for Drake. And I think that that's fair. But Twitter, being the place of intelligent people, they started to get on what's the dirt. And one of those people just so happened to be TheCompanyMan. Now, Justin Hunty, I think that's his name. He's been doing this for a while. And shout out to him. He's built a channel. He's been consistent. He's been around for a long period of time. But you want to know something that nobody ever wants to admit? Envy. Many people just start hating on certain people, and we spend so much time trying to justify our own actions and make it seem like, well, it's this reason why I hate this person or I disagree with this person. And it all leads back to one thing: envy, jealousy. You wish that you had something that the other person had. Now, I am on record as saying that I don't like white hip hop heads, even though my favorite producer is The Alchemist. I am personally against certain people speaking on quote unquote the culture in hip hop that just give their opinion. But if you are giving back to the culture, if you are actually giving analysis, breakdown based on the stuff that's put out in the culture, I have no problem with that. If you're making beats to feed the culture, I have no problem with that. Actually give back to the culture. I don't care about some random guy named Timmy on Twitter giving his opinion about Drake and Kendrick Lamar. I don't care about that. You're irrelevant. You don't matter. You're a guest. Not even that, because you're not even, like, you're just eating up the food. You're not even, like, doing nothing. You're not paying no bills or nothing, right? So that's a nice little analogy. But listen, these guys, they give back to the culture in some shape or form, and they're a guest here, but they're a good guest. And I'm not quick to take up for anybody of the opposite race, so I had to close my eyes with this one. These guys got into a back and forth at the Family Matters breakdown. Justin, he had some disagreements, and he tried to make it seem like What's the Dirt was kind of appealing to children in terms of his content. Like, children watched his videos, but What's the Dirt pulled up his analytics and said, well, actually my demographic is older than yours. Children watch you, adults watch me. And those were facts. And, you know, it was just a back and forth, but then you had a lot of people get involved and make it seem like What's the Dirt was being racist and saying that he's a culture vulture, all this stuff. But those same people had no problem with him breaking down 616 and Euphoria. And Justin was one of those people that praised him for giving quote unquote great analysis on those videos. But when he got to Drake, he had no idea what he was talking about. He was a culture vulture, he's racist, and he should stay out of the culture. That's how they do. Now, I'm not quick to throw out allegations against people, but I suspect there is some disingenuous nature going on here. And what do I mean by that? I went to Justin's YouTube page, and I went through all his videos of the last 2 years. His last video to reach 100K was his video on the game back in 2022, August. And it got 138K. Cool. Great. You know? His biggest video to date is his video that was dropped yesterday against What's the Dirt. They got 100K. So there is a 2-year gap between him getting that much shine on his channel. Coincidence. And then when you also look at his channel, the only time that he gets over 20K is when he's talking about Kendrick Lamar, praising him, dissing Drake. You gotta hate on Drake. Get the engagement, right? Or when he is talking about What's the Dirt. I just don't find that to be a crazy coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences like that, And I just don't buy this, He has a real issue with What's the Dirt. I think that he saw this young white guy getting a lot of shine in the area that he's been dedicating so much time to, that he spent years in. He has 300K subs, but yet you have this white boy getting all this shine off of breakdowns, and you like, damn, my shit ain't doing nothing like that. And then you attack him. Crazy, right? It's just this theory that I just came up out of my mind. Just like I was just looking at everything, and it's like I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but the only time your channel seems to be popping is when you talking about this guy. Isn't that crazy? Your biggest video of the last 2 years is talking about this guy. Over the last 2 years. The only time your channel is popping is when you're talking about this beef. Isn't that crazy? What do I know? I'm a black man. Maybe I'm a culture vulture too. And I'm not one to take up for white people anyway. But I'm going to say it loud, and I'm going to say it proud, and I don't care what y'all think. TheCompanyMan is a damn clout chaser. That's exactly what he is. He is the same thing that Kendrick Lamar has been. He saw somebody that was bigger than him, that was popping in the same space as him, and then he attacked them. He didn't attack the guys at Lost in Vegas. He didn't attack them because they didn't like the shit that Kendrick Lamar put out either. People attacked them too. But, he had nothing to say about them. He went after the white guy, the culture vulture. That's who he went after. The easy target. Isn't that crazy? It's just like how Kendrick Lamar weaponized his blackness, FBA, like culture vulture Drake. It's so crazy. Like the parallels are insane. It's insane. Oh man. Dog, rent was due that bad? And look, I'm not taking up for What's the Dirt because I'm about to sink my teeth into him too. How do you act like you're going to be this guy to stand on business and you don't care about what anybody says and you're going to do what you want? How are you going to call out another person on Twitter and say that you're addressing the trolls and calling them snakes and all this other stuff, and then you fold like a little girl? You have no backbone. And how do you have a girlfriend, my guy? Like, it's like, how can she respect you after you just did all this? Like I don't understand. Like, do you have a father in your life? Did your father ever teach you how to stand on business? See, I'm going at both of these dudes. Like, I'm not picking no sides in this because I don't respect either one. One is clout chasing because his channel is dying or dead comparison to the subs that he has. And one of them might be a culture vulture because he has no spine. So I'm cooking both of them. Get in the pot or get on the grill. Either way, you getting cooked. So pretty much you come out and you apologize. You sent him a message. It gets posted to Twitter. You look weak, soft. J fold. You look like J. Cole. You came out acting like you was ready, saying, I don't care what the trolls say, none of this. And then you folded like a coward. You could not take a little bit of criticism. And the funny part is, you got praise from all these guys in the industry that actually had power and pulled DJ Academics, because no matter what people say about Ack, he's still a millionaire. He still got connections. He still got pull. He's still the biggest, Big Ack. And he don't care about the trolls. See, when you want to be great and you step into this field or any field that you're in the public eye, you cannot care about the trolls, because the moment that you apologize and bend the knee and kiss the ring, they see blood. They don't want to just you to apologize. They want you to meet Rod Kendrick Lamar for the rest of your entire channel's career. That's it. You are now in the cult and you're on thin ice. So you tried to appeal to a small demographic. You lost 2K subs. You gained a good bit from the Family Matters video. You lost 2K subs out of almost 400K. You see all these people on Twitter. And see, that's the perception that a lot of people get things twisted. Twitter is a very small place with small demographics. They're just very loud on Twitter because it's just a small place. You don't see millions of likes. You don't know. But it's just a small demographic that gave you a little heat back, a lot of pushback, right? And then you decided to fold, not understanding that it is your platform. It is your channel. I'm not trying to teach you no lessons. I'm roasting you, fam. You are weak mentally. You probably don't deserve to be in this space anymore. Because I even unsubscribed from them. I can't respect weak people. One is clout chasing, the other is weak. You know? You disrespected all the people that sub to your channel to get great analysis, unbiased analysis, to watch you be neutral. You gained respect from both sides and you decided to fold for one. So now the people that came to your channel based on the Family Matters video, they don't even want to be there because you look weak. How the hell can you make a mistake when it's your opinion? Even if you reached, even if you made up this theory, that theory, it doesn't matter. It was still your opinion. And you allow Twitter trolls and people that do not matter, like say me, I'm going to upload these videos and I'm going to go about my day. I do not care about the Twitter trolls, the people in the comments. I don't read y'all shit. I don't care. Y'all are irrelevant. Y'all don't change my life. I don't change y'all's. Well, I might change y'all's if you get triggered. But guess what? I don't care. You're an ant. Always will be. If you don't like it, go make your own damn platform. Go make your own videos. Do that. But you got a lot of people who have no talent or can't cultivate their own talent, trying to tell people who are talented, who do the research, who are trying to build their own selves up, that they made a mistake and that they should be held accountable for this and that. For what? His opinion? He's weak. He's soft. Go sell your merch. Do whatever. Rebrand. But it's like this whole Justin is like, he attacked a black man. He's racist. I don't think the guy is racist at all. You feel me? And this whole thing between them is corny on both ends because you have guys who do not care about the company man's channel. Same way people don't care about Kendrick Lamar like that. But you guys are gassing him up to tear one person down. That's what's going on. And it's like, you see me, I'm biased. I'm in the middle. I don't care about neither one of these dudes. Both their channels suck at this point. I'm going to keep it real. You feel me? Y'all niggas better off watching me. And I'm inconsistent. So at least I'm keeping it real. You didn't see Justin go after the guys that lost in Vegas because they're black. They're black. You can't play this culture vulture angle. You can't say that, you know, if they came back at you, then it's like they're being racist and questioning your blackness. I'm going to keep it real. That dude's a square. He's lame. He's lame. I don't care how y'all slice and dice it. I'm from the South, baby. He's lame. And it's okay. Like, dude, Guy has the charisma of a bowl of jello. Like, no type of charisma at all. You feel me? You pump out all these videos and nobody cares. You was on an entire screen with daylight. Only 5K views. Nobody cares, dude. You ain't got no motion like that. You gotta eat off a white man. You feel me? And the white man is so, this white guilt. Oh my God. You feel me? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My girlfriend told me not to do it, and I did it. I was so upset, and now I'm sending this apology. You're soft. You feel me? You're weak. Weak. You feel me? Both of these guys, weak, clout demons. It feels good to get this off my chest. But at the end of the day, anybody who's trying to eat off of this beef, I'm not. This is the end of it. I'm going to post these last few videos, and that's the end of it. I don't care about Kendrick Lamar or Drake anymore. I'm going to listen to their music and going about my day. But all these guys that's trying to eat off of What's the Dirt, making all these videos, or eat off Drake, eat off Kendrick, dude, y'all not talented enough. Y'all not talented enough. Nobody else cares about anything else you post, because before this beef started, y'all channels was dead. My channel is just small. I wouldn't consider my channel dead. It's just small and I'm inconsistent. You feel me? Y'all channels were actually dead. Y'all were uploading consistently and nobody gave a fuck. You feel me? Nobody cared. And guess what, Justin? If you wasn't dissing, then nobody would be discussing you. Go look at his channel. Go look. Nobody's watching this guy. In comparison to how many subs he has, this guy ain't pulling nothing like that. The guy ain't got no motion like that. And it is what it is. I don't care who he talks to. Ain't nobody watching it. And it's sad. Because I'm pretty sure that he's passionate about this. But he took the Kendrick Lamar route out. Like, it's like, I can't build myself up. I'm not charismatic enough. Nobody wants to watch me. Let me go beef with this white guy that has so much motion right now. Because I can play the black angle. I can play the racist angle. I can play the culture vulture angle. But I'm not going to attack the other guys that say the same thing as he did that are black. Because it won't work. It's like the same thing with, you know, Kendrick and J. Cole. I need you to get out of here. Get Schoolboy Q, tell him, get out. Because I can't play the culture vulture angle because we see him as a black man. We see Drake as a black man, but it's like, Degrassi. Dude, hey man, I don't care what y'all think, so ain't no point in me asking. That's all I gotta say. What's the dirt? If you gonna quit making videos, then quit. You're mentally weak, you're soft. Hate to say it like that, but it is what it is. Grow a backbone, dog. And Justin, rent is due, and I hope you paid it. Peace.